my vacation. That footage was from yesterday, and that was the big storm, man. It was 2 days long. So much for a vacation, huh? We're snowed in. And I was able to, to get the snowblower out, get the driveway cleared. But the upper half here with the firewood, I got to get the trucks dug out. And I got to be able to get to the firewood. So the storm was no surprise. We knew it was coming. I was able to speak with some of the restaurants that I knew were going to be needing wood, during the fallout from this storm. And we got them delivered before the storm. And that buys me some extra time now to get all my wood dug out, get delivered to them. And what I'm going to do is probably put residential in a holding pattern right now until the restaurants come first. And then I can start taking care of the residential customers. All right. So for right now, I got to get walking around here and clear off some of these stacks of wood, get my trucks out and get them ready to be loaded. All right, guys, here we go. I have my truck under the roof for the storm, but the storm came from the south and it's filled the bed up with snow. And I'm going to pull it out and shovel all this out so that it's not a problem when my next delivery comes in. And like I have said before, this truck gets stuck easy. So I need to get the keys to my four-wheel drive, and we're going to just give this thing a little tug. I hope it comes out. If it looks like I've done this before, it's because I have. I've learned to not pull my plastic off my bumper. This truck doesn't have any hooks on the front of it, so I gotta be a little bit more strategic. just to make things exciting, I always try to pull it out in two-wheel drive just to prove I can. This truck is in neutral, and I'm just going to give it a little tug and get it out of that dip. We got it out, I got to put it in park. A fine-tuned machine here, guys. I'll leave this on because I have a feeling we're going to need it again later. All right, let's get the four-wheel drive out of the way and let's get this thing moving. I have been asked, why did I get a two-wheel drive truck? And for me, I have a four-wheel drive, but honestly, I could go through an entire year without ever needing four-wheel drive. You know, do I want a four-wheel drive? Sure. Do I need it though? And that need was $10,000 cheaper to go with a two-wheel drive truck. So I deliver firewood to people that burn it for ambiance, not for they gotta have it. So I don't deliver during bad weather. I just leave my truck here and I just take it the next day, or I just schedule accordingly. So occasionally you run into trouble, you know, where you got to have it. So I've had to pull this thing out a few times this year just because of how wet the grass has been. And, you know, this gets very poor traction. But am I better off having $10,000 extra in the bank? I think I am. I got the bed dug out. I'm going to let it sit out here in the sun, because that sun's going to hit the black bed liner. It'll clear it out nice. I'll fix the hole that where the truck is sitting in. I'll put some wood scraps in there, and I think we'll be good to go. This snowstorm has got me thinking, guys. Okay, well, the first thing I'm thinking is I am officially done with winter. We can do away with winter right now. All of this snow, and it's deep, and you've seen some of these shots, you know. We got some snow here, man. But it's got me thinking. When you are starting a business, or if you currently have a business, and you want to do some analysis, all right, there is a exercise that you can do. It is called a SWOT analysis. And SWOT is an acronym, and it stands for your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It is really just a way for you to critique yourself, to be honest with yourself, to figure out what you're doing, and look at it in a way that you can have a strategic advantage in your market. So for instance, with Ohio Woodburner, all right, what are my strengths? All right, well, I live on acreage. I got some good running trucks and trailers. I got some log splitters and some chainsaws and a moderately healthy back. All right. So that are my strengths. My weaknesses, well, there's just me. And I don't know if I have a desire to hire anyone. You know, if I get hurt, that really slows things down, but that also limits my productivity, right? What are my opportunities? Well, I live in an area where there really are no other full-time firewood services. It seems like all the firewood people out here are tree service, or your part-timers, you know, that sell their few cords that they make a year on Facebook, and then they're happy with that. I think that's a huge opportunity here for me to claim a market, value-added firewood. The last one, and that's where I'm getting at here with this snow, are your threats. Well, obviously injury is a threat. Okay, my truck breaking down is a threat simply because there are no trucks for sale anymore. If any of you guys are looking to buy a new pickup truck, I recommend that you buy a premium oil change on your existing truck, because good heavens, the prices of these things are outrageous. And then other certain threats are supply. I've been dealing with that, up until this point here. But here's the big threat: weather. Weather's a huge threat. And what the heck? I live in Northeast Ohio. This area is known as the snow belt, right? We get the majority of our snow off of Lake Erie. These last two events, though, have been storms, and these, brought some snow up from the south. The benefit of a storm is that they're coming. Lake effect snow, man. If Lake Erie isn't frozen, and if that wind is blowing across it at the correct angle, 2 feet of snow overnight. That's what lake effect snow is. But I was talking with this elderly guy the other day, and we both agree that it just doesn't snow like it used to. When I was little, I was thinking maybe it's just because I was lower to the ground. We get these huge snowstorms. But for as long as we lived here on this acreage, I don't think we've ever been snowed in 15 years. It's kind of weird, I've just gotten used to it not having any snow. Well, guess what? Snow and weather is a threat. The heat of summer will shut you down. The mud, absolutely. But man, wintertime is when residential sales are at their peak. And if you get hit with a snowstorm, that can really slow things down. So it's got me thinking here with my timber road, and you saw me walking up it. I just wanted to show you how deep it is. It's too deep to drive a truck up. I'd have to dig that out. So I am ill prepared to deal with snow. And also my plan, which was to line each side of the timber road with firewood, I don't know if that's the right way now, because what am I going to do with snow removal? If I had a snow blower, would it blow it over top of them? And if I scoop it out with the front end loader, where am I going to put it? So maybe I can still do that, but leave gaps. Maybe I could just move it farther away from the road. But, that's where I was wanting that broadside to help me load my trucks. So this is the threat to it. It's snow. And you would think, me being from Northeast Ohio, I would know that. But I'm not saying it was a blind spot, but until you experience it, it's a big eye opener. So I need to come up with a design for the back 40 to get this set up so that it is efficient, but also efficient in all weather, summer and the winter. So I got to get something figured out here, guys, with this snow. All right, but that's what I was wanting to show you guys here today. I'm trying to enjoy my vacation, and here I am getting dug out. One of the realities too of being self-employed, and I'm still on a learning curve with this, guys, is if you have that job at the cubicle, in most cases when you're on vacation, you are out the door and you are gone. Right? I'll worry about this next week when I come back. When you're self-employed, I don't know if you have that luxury. And I'm not saying that it's all bad, but I'm also saying, that maybe you don't have that luxury of being able just to walk away from all this and put it all behind you and then recharge your batteries and come back. So again, these are all new experiences for me, and that's why I am excited to bring it over to you guys here, because I'm sharing all the good, the bad, and the ugly with everything I do. All right, guys. And I just want to say, that big storm, and now the day after, it's like the sky is mocking us. It is just gorgeous out, but man, it's cold. I have a feeling that this snow, you're going to be seeing this probably until March. This stuff ain't going to go anywhere anytime soon. And our weather reports, there's weeks out. It's still calling. It's still calling for cold weather. So one other thing, guys, I was able to get that live stream and our live chat restored. And I got to tell you what, Google was awesome. I actually dealt with a human. You'd think that this is all artificial intelligence and stuff, but no, they really came through. They found it. They were able to restore it. And they couldn't explain what happened, but who cares? It's back up. If you haven't seen the replay, it is there for you. And the live chat too, which you saw how I was struggling with that. I couldn't keep up. And it is still hard to keep up when you rewatch it, but you figure out how to pause it, and then you can see all the chat and the comments. That was a lot of fun. Thanks again to all the vendors, all the sponsors that had the giveaway items. That was a blast, and I can't wait to do it again. All right, guys. I hope everyone has a great day.